Good morning, Ram fam, and welcome to this week's edition of the Saturday Spark, where I hopefully can give you a little trading inspiration for your Saturday morning meeting. Listen, Labor Day, it's over. Summer, it's becoming a memory. We're in September, and September is one of those months that if you don't have a strong outbound game plan, you are going to struggle and never hit your goals because you can't rely on the door or leads in September. You have to start building your own business, and if you don't have one, we have one here for you, of course. At Ram, we have the plan. For our subscribers, Spot Training this month is going to focus on our revamped Building Your Business course, focusing on the proactive outbound activities, your ABCs, what Alan taught us, the activities between customers. Forget that Alec Baldwin guy. Of course, on the Spark, we got you. And I'm going to start with referrals today because, frankly, summer was good, right? So we need to compound on that success by creating new proactive revenue stream. Every customer you sold this summer at some point since they drove off your lot has been bragging about the awesome vehicle that you sold them. And statistics prove it. 91% of people who had a positive buying experience will refer their salesperson, but only 11% of car salespeople ask for it. That 11% are capitalizing. The rest of the 89% of you, come on. I have the word tracks. I have what you have to do starting today. And every day after, you are going to ask for a referral from every single buyer before they head into F&I. You will sit down with the customer and you will have your Ram referral thank you sheet. It's attached to this email. It's on page 50 of your workbook, or you could just email me, michael@allenram.com, and I'm going to send you one along with the word track. So you set the customer up by explaining to them that their vehicle is currently getting a pre-delivery inspection, then it's going to go head over to detail, and then we're going to have a great delivery experience. But in the meantime, your F&I manager is going to be working with the bank to get you the best rate possible, and I'm going to be running around a little bit just to make sure everything moves smoothly and we don't waste any of your time. So then let them know that my business depends on customers who, like them, who had a wonderful buying experience and recommend you to their friends, family, neighbors, and coworkers. And then we take that sheet that we had here and we weren't sharing with them, and we're going to put it right in front of them. Done. It's that easy. And I know you can do this because I guarantee you 60 to 70% of the people are going to give you at least one name. If you sell 10 cars a month, that's another 7 names that you are going to get. So ask with confidence. These are customers who you don't have to jump the trust hurdle with. Managers, after you clean up the weekend on Monday, get the sales team calling every customer they sold this summer. Touch base, see how they are and their vehicle are doing, and if there are any questions you can help with. And then, if nothing, we hit them with that referral script. Page 50, it's all there. Stop relying on unreliable traffic wandering through your door and create your own business to make you and yourself and your dealership recession-proof. Get out there and crush it today. Work those referrals. I want to hear some great results next week. I'll see you then. Good morning, Ram fam, and welcome to this week's edition of the Saturday Spark, where I hopefully can give you a little training inspiration for your Saturday morning meeting. I'm coming to you this morning from the Daytona International Speedway. Why? Well, look at this place. It's awesome. It's a great monument to our amazing industry. But also, I need you to understand the importance of working the customers in your CRM, especially as we sit here in September. The fall of 2023, there are headwinds coming. The leads are dropping, and those customers are the ones that are going to keep you recession-proof. And we have the tools right here to help you succeed. Look, there's 101,500 seats at this speedway, and that doesn't include the RV camping sites on property. So how do you think the sales director feels about his sales team here at the track when every seat, RV, and campsite isn't sold come race day? They're not too happy. And think about it. NASCAR, racing in general, it's a pretty easy sell. But I still have to put up over 100,000 tickets plus RV and campsites. So if I need to sell that many tickets, How do you think the people in this building, in this sales department, spend their day? They work on potential customers who have attended races here, or maybe took official tour, or bought something from the website. They don't sit around waiting for someone to show up at the ticket window and knock on the door to make sure they get 101,000 seats sold. Come on. They don't sit around waiting for leads. They hammer the phones whenever they aren't talking to a customer. They are working their ABCs, their Allen ABCs, activities between customers. What are you doing when there is no one in the showroom? Are you working the phone, speaking to people who have already invested in you, or just waiting for that knock at the window? Listen, I'm sure 3/4 of the seats here are sold without anyone having to do much out of the ordinary to drive those sales. And don't kid yourself, it's the same thing for you in your store. The difference is how hard you push to go the rest of the way. Do you push to make sure every single one of those 101,500 tickets plus RV and campsites are sold? Do you maximize every opportunity your dealership affords you, or are you okay with falling short? Because if you're okay with falling short, I'm telling you the remainder of 2023 is going to be rough for you. So stop falling short. I have the tools here at Ram to make sure you are maximizing your pay. Susan and her team designed an ABC guide for quick checklists for managers and salespeople to make sure you are maximizing every proactive outbound opportunity every single day. For subscribers, you will find the guide in the file vault along with all scripts you need for success. Stop being reactive. Get proactive. Get out there and crush it. I'll see you next week. Good morning, Ram fam, and welcome to this week's edition of the Saturday Spark, where I hopefully can give you a little training inspiration for your Saturday morning meeting. Let me tell you, the last week, Susan and I, we just had a fantastic week with one of our oldest dealer partners, the Strickland Auto Group up north in Canada. And this team put such hard work and such dedication. I just want to give them a shout out. We are so proud of you, and we cannot wait to watch you crush it. So, there's some subtle differences between the US and the Canadian auto market, and I'm not going to go into all of them this morning. But one thing that you can feel down here and north of the border is the economic headwinds are starting to blow. We're seeing it now. A UAW strike just hit the big three. Inflation, it's ticking up. Oil's pushing $100 a barrel. It's $4 a gallon here in New York. We all have hopes that the feds won't raise rates again, and guess what? Student loan payments are starting for millions of 25 to 50-year-old Americans, and guess what? Those folks are right in your buying hotspot. So there's one thing that we need to focus on now, because all those factors I mentioned are going to eat up the equity in your previous customer's current vehicle. It all sounds scary, but don't worry. We're here at Ram, and I got your back. We need to get those folks out of their vehicles and make good use of that equity now before it's gone. And the best way to do that is the Dirty 30. Our proactive strategy, it's a staple of this program. And we're going to present the customer with an opportunity not to sell them a car, but to make an offer on their current vehicle. Hey, Mr. Riley, with your permission, I want to run an opportunity by you and see your level of interest. That 2018 Odyssey you're driving, how's it doing, all right? I'm so glad you're happy with your Odyssey. How many miles do you have on it? Wow, you're still under 75,000? Fantastic. And I know you service it here, so you've been keeping it in tip-top shape. It must look great, right? Awesome. You know, this time of year, we have tremendous demand for what we call transition vehicles. In other words, a lot of people who visit our dealership right now want something brand new or a very late CPO model, certified pre-owned. But for whatever reason, they can't afford it. What they end up looking for is a vehicle like yours. Because of that, our professional appraiser tends to pay more, sometimes a lot more, for vehicles like yours this time of year. Let me ask you something, if you might consider this. If we were to make you a very aggressive offer on your vehicle, boom, You know where this conversation goes, and you know you have them on the hook now. All you got to do is reel them in, because we just dropped the greatest weapon we have as salespeople: curiosity. Work that curiosity for success. One last note: it doesn't matter if you call their vehicle a great transition vehicle, a vehicle for returning military, college students, their grandmother. I don't care. The point is, we want your vehicle at our dealership because it's valuable to us. We have a market for it, and that's why we pay more, sometimes a lot more. Everyone understands that logic. We got 2 weeks left in this month. We are halfway to your sales goal. You better be halfway to your sales goal. If not, check your revenue streams. Find out which one isn't pacing. Dig deep and get to work. Get on your dirty 30 calls. Get out there. Crush it. And I'll see you next week. Good morning, Ram fam, and welcome to this week's edition of the Saturday Spark, where I hopefully can give you a little training inspiration for your Saturday morning meeting. We're driving into the final stretch of the month, a stretch that is absolutely crucial for closing strong, and why you need to be laser focused on your two key responsibilities: bringing customers into the showroom and moving units. Whatever else you are doing that isn't focused on those two items is preventing you from bringing customers into your showroom and moving those units. Remember earlier this month we talked about roughly 75% of your sales will come from your normal sales process? Well, now it's time to turn it up. You need to bring in that final 25% plus. You need more. I want you crushing your goals. This week, managers, you need to be stepping in, giving that extra push of motivation, getting on the phone with customers, helping them overcome their objections, easing their concerns, and building trust to drive them into the showroom. That's turning shoppers into buyers. Alan always taught us there is so much more happening outside of the showroom that needs to be brought in. You should be focused on this every day. But this week, this month, right now, I want you crushing your numbers. So you need to be all about pushing every single opportunity from outside to inside the showroom. This is about focusing on where you are spilling and turning those opportunities into sales. So managers, let's set up your sales teams for success. Remember, customers respond to feeling the pressure of deadlines, and it's a fantastic motivator for them to make a decision. The shopper is ready to be buyers. They want to come into your showroom, but they're waiting for the right opportunity. Be their opportunity. Pick up the phone and bring them in. I guarantee you that each member of your team is sitting on a handful of customers that you and I both know can be closed this week, but they just need another voice. They need to talk to the decision maker. Get in there, decision makers. Set yourself apart. Bring each salesperson, make them bring you that list of shoppers. Pick up the phone, reel them in. It's time to connect with your customers. Give them a call, send them a video, make them feel valued. I promise you, after years of being treated like just another customer, you will set yourself apart by making them feel valued and that you appreciate their business. People buy from people they trust, and a friendly voice steering them through that process into the showroom, it goes a long way. Focus on bringing customers into your showroom and selling units. Give your team the support they need by getting on the phone and blow your goals with a lot less spilling. Get out there and crush it. I'll see you next week. Good morning, Ram fam, and welcome to this week's edition of the Saturday Spark, where I hopefully can give you a little training inspiration for your Saturday morning meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. It's the last day of the month. We've been waiting for this moment. It's time to bring our A games. We're closing on a Saturday, so let's finish this thing strong. You know, sometimes we spend too much time focusing on features, specs, and pricing. I promise you, none of that is going to win you a deal over your competitors, especially today. But what truly sets you apart is being a professional and your ability to connect with your customers on a personal level. Today, I challenge you to put the people back in salespeople. Last day of the month, shoppers are turning into buyers. It's happening either in your store or your competitors, and I know you want to make sure that they're buying from you. Then you need to take a moment, understand their needs and desires, ask open-ended questions, listen actively to their responses, and drive them through your process. Get to know their lifestyles, their preferences, and their pain points. Do they really need that third row, or can they live without it? When you can connect with shoppers on a deeper level by being the professional I know you are, you'll not only build trust, but also uncover opportunities to present vehicles they didn't expect. Remember, it's not about selling them one vehicle, it's about helping them find the perfect vehicle, not just for their wants and needs, but in today's market right now, also their budget. So let's put on our empathy hats, create meaningful connections, make every customer feel like a VIP, because we're here to crush our sales goals. I know we can do it. You are the best in the business, you have the best teams in the business, and you are selling the greatest vehicles to ever hit the road. Remember, you're a professional. Be the professional a buyer is looking for. Be positive and enthusiastic, knowledgeable, prepared, patient and persistent, and most importantly, honest and transparent. Today, I challenge each and every one of you to aim higher, connect deeper, and sell smarter. Let's make this the last day of the month, one for the books. I want you all to go out there and give it your all today. Do not give up on every customer. Do not be afraid to ask for the sale. And most importantly, I want you to have fun. You've got the knowledge, the passion, and the skills. Get out there and crush this close. Come on, let's go. I'll see you next week.